morning, everybody. It is currently 5:37 in the morning and I've just gotten to Pilates this morning. It is Monday morning and today is actually a super exciting day, so I thought that I would bring you along. As of yesterday, I was officially 20 weeks pregnant, so I'm like halfway through, which is so exciting. And yeah, so today is my 20-week scan, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be able to find out the gender of our baby, which is so, it makes it super real. I mean, obviously it's starting to feel very real, and I actually had a really emotional day yesterday. I will speak a little bit more about that later, but it's definitely all starting to feel super real, a little bit stressful, a little bit more exciting. Like, it's starting to feel really, I don't even know what the best way to put it. Like, we're gonna have to start buying things soon, and especially once we know the gender, and we'll be able to like definitely decide on names and start to buy clothes and stuff that is a little bit more personalized for the baby. It will definitely feel super real. So yeah, so like I said, it's like 22:06. I am at Move Studios this morning in Albury, and I'm going to be doing an Agility X class. Since being pregnant, training and finding safe and alternative ways to work out and feel like I've moved my body in a way that makes me feel good has been a little bit more challenging. I've really definitely developed such a love for Pilates and barre and Agility X during this time, so hopefully, fingers crossed, once baby is here and earthbound and we're on the other side of that first little while where I can't train, hopefully I can get back into Pilates and it be really enjoyable again post baby, so at least then I can challenge myself a little bit more and push myself a bit more. But that's definitely the thing that I have found has been a little bit hard, because it's not that I like to push myself, but I definitely know when like I can do something, when I physically feel like I'm capable of doing something. And it's a bit tricky now because I'm pregnant. There are things that I shouldn't even attempt or try because it's not safe for me or for Bubby. So after Bubby, that's one thing I am looking forward to being able to not worry so much about risking somebody else's life when I'm just doing like everyday activities. But yes, so I am gonna probably leave it there for now. I'm going to get ready to go into the class, and I will debrief with you a little bit later. Bye. Hello again. So it is now 11 o'clock. So after Agility, which was super duper fun, so I bought Bailey a coffee. It's like a little ritual if I go over and do Pilates. In the morning, I always offer Bailey a coffee and I will take him one. So he got his coffee bright and early at 7 o'clock this morning, and I am now home. I have been home for quite some time. I'm trying like really hard to get a lot better with my money because obviously we're gonna have a baby soon, and to be completely honest, food is probably the biggest thing that I spend all my money on. I can splurge really easily when it comes to buying like skincare and hair care and clothes, like activewear I could spend all my money on, but I'm pretty good at putting all of that aside when I need to, but I still just spend a lot of money on food per week. So that is one thing I'm trying to get on top of. So I just did a tiny little top up just of some fresher foods, so fruit and vegetables. I bought some more like salad stuff like tomatoes and lettuce for work tomorrow, and I just bought some more vegetables. I did kind of prep some food yesterday, which I'm hoping will start to help me with my money habits in regards to food and starting to be a little bit more calculated with food. So A couple of days ago I bought about 1 kilo of chicken breast, so yesterday I just poached all of the chicken breast. I've got it all sitting in the fridge. I just need to shred it. And I did roast 2 sweet potatoes and a beetroot, so I've got all of that sitting in the fridge, which is good because I'm pregnant as well. I find that when I am hungry, like I'm not hungry, and then suddenly I am starving and I have to eat like right in that moment. So I have been snacking lots on like cherry tomatoes and pickled cucumbers, but I could go through like a whole punnet of tomatoes and like a whole jar of cucumbers in one go, and they're like, if you round it up, it's like $4 each, like $4 for a punnet or $4 for a jar. So yeah, I can now hopefully just grab some roasted veggies or chicken out of the fridge when I'm snacking. But I did actually double book myself today in Pilates. So I did a gel in this morning. I do have a reformer Pilates class at 12:30, so I will leave here soon because it takes a little while to get across the border of Albury and Wodonga. So I will leave a bit earlier so that I give myself enough time to get across and get there early. But I'm just making myself a little bit of breakfast. So when I got home from Pilates, I did snack on some chicken because I was hungry and I really felt like it. There's nothing nicer than cold, just poached plain chicken with salt and pepper on it. It's beautiful. So I'm just going to make a little chia pudding. So in here I've got cacao nibs, chia seeds, protein powder. At the moment, I'm currently using the Tropica and Sarah's Day Fit Protein. This is really nice. It's cookie dough flavor, I'm sure. Yeah, natural cookie dough flavor. It's really good. It's easily digestible, says it all on the back. And yeah, I really like it. It's organically grown, it's vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, naturally soy-free. So the taste is really nice. So I'm just gonna put some almond milk in that, leave it in the fridge for like 10 minutes, and then I'll just probably chuck some frozen strawberries on top, maybe some peanut butter, and I will have that before I go to Pilates. So just got almond milk here. We actually have the Barista almond milk from Australia's Own because we have a coffee machine and we have found, we drink almond milk, both Bailey and I. We have found that it is the nicest out of all of like the barista type almond milks that you can get in the shops. It is a little bit more pricey, but I would rather pay like 50 cents more and get a nicer milk than have a yuck of milk. And it froths really easily, so if you know anything about like coffee and you froth milk, I don't know, I just find like different milks froth differently, and obviously because this is an almond milk as well, it's just good to be able to froth it really easily, and it tastes really good. But I'm gonna add some more chia seeds. I don't really measure anything, I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. But this is like my go-to breakfast, especially if I work. So I'll literally just prep this the night before. It's so simple. I just like mix together protein powder, cacao nibs. If I don't have cacao nibs lately, I've been just chucking in some granola that I have in the fridge, in the cupboard. Well, it probably is in the fridge because I am pregnant and I keep like doing random things like putting mouthwash in the fridge instead of in the bathroom once I buy it. Or putting my phone in the fridge, I've done that. I do want to do in a few weeks time a cupboard clean out and a fridge clean out. And I want to film it all because I want to be that mum that has like a really organized pantry and a really organized fridge. Like growing up, I have a pretty organized pantry and stuff like that. But I mean, obviously with the rise of social media and stuff, you get a glimpse into other people's cupboards. And I have seen some really, really nice pantries that are organized. But I think it's also just being able to find like the cost, like the money to actually buy all of the containers, because my ideal pantry and fridge would be like everything in containers and like labeled, or not even labeled, but just like everything has its own place, has its own like house and home. I've got about 20 minutes before I leave, so I'll let that chia pudding soak a little bit in the fridge. So yeah, I did come home from Pilates, and one of my favorite things to do since I have been pregnant is climbing into bed with Nala. I don't know, like, people say that dogs and cats and stuff know when you're pregnant, and I like believed this before I was pregnant, but I can definitely tell that Nala knows that something's going on. She's definitely gotten a lot more clingy. She's always been a dog that sits really close with you. Like if you're sitting on the lounge, she'll come up and sit with you. She is always around Bailey and I. She's not like a dog that wants nothing to do with us. She's always part of wherever we are. She'll follow us around the house. She's always there. She's always got to be part of it. But since I've fallen pregnant, I feel like she's definitely gotten a little bit more clingy in the regards of, like, I'll be sitting on the lounge or like laying down on the lounge, and instead of just jumping up and being on the lounge with me, she'll have to like sit on top of me. Or if I'm sitting on the lounge, she will like jump up and like sit on me, like put her head on me. And she used to do it, but she's just doing it a lot more. So Nala absolutely adores going to bed as well. So when I got home from Pilates, I just chucked the shopping away where I needed to put it and went and climbed into bed, and we probably had like an hour and a half nap. It was really nice. She's very cuddly. She sleeps like a human in the bed, so she'll have her head on the pillow, and yeah, she's one of a kind. She is. She's absolutely adorable. I adore her. She's actually just like sitting on the couch at the moment looking out the window. Hey Niles, love you. I did have a pretty emotional day yesterday. I don't know what it was. I think because I'm like officially halfway, so today I'm 20 weeks and 1 day pregnant. I think it's just hit me a bit more suddenly that like I am pregnant and I will have a child here that I will be responsible for in only another 20 weeks. And 20 weeks sounds like a long time, but I can tell you we will be near the end sooner than I know it, and it will be amazing. I'm excited. There's not one part of me that has any doubts or anything like that. It's just I released my anorexia vlog over the weekend, and I have had that sitting probably on my computer for like 2 months, since my birthday kind of, because that's when I got the camera. And I edited it and then I accidentally deleted it, so then I had to edit it again. So I kind of sat through the whole story of my eating disorder kind of 3 times over. Once when I recorded it, and then twice when I went through and edited it all. And like, it's fine, it didn't bring up anything for me, but I think it just, because it made me talk through everything again and bring up some of those emotions again that I went through, I kind of was sitting with myself yesterday and I was like, how am I going to be a mother? How am I going to teach all these values when I'm still learning so much myself? But I was then thinking, like, even to this day, like, I love my mum and dad, but they are adults and they are humans as well, and they're still learning and they're still growing. And when we're little, our parents are our heroes and they're so perfect and they couldn't do anything wrong. But I think I have to cut myself some slack because I'm still learning and I'm still growing, and this is going to be like another growth kind of path for me, I guess you could say. But I don't know, I was just sitting there yesterday and I was like, how am I going to be a mum when I'm still going through all of this stuff, and kind of doubting my ability to be a good parent and a good mum, because I think one of my biggest fears is to project any like negative experiences and any negative thought patterns and stuff like that onto our family and onto our children. And I think, yeah, it's just, it is scary. I'm sure that every soon-to-be mother, even mothers who have children, I'm sure they feel like this all the time and have a bit of self-doubt. But I also know, like, I feel confident in being a mum. I'm really excited to be a mum, but yeah, I've been a student for so long too. I haven't been working full-time, so I haven't had like a really steady flow of income coming in. And yeah, it overwhelmed me yesterday, I think, when I sat down and I started to write out all of these numbers, and it started to become really overwhelming. And then I just started like doubting myself, and I just kind of went and laid in bed and cried because I just felt so overwhelmed. And of course, all those feelings, they're so valid and they're so real and all of that, but I just felt so stressed out. obviously like every parent does, they just want the best for their child and they want to be able to do the best, but yeah. This afternoon we had our 20-week scan and I'm so nervous and so excited to find out what we're having. I feel like it's a boy, but I also feel like it's a girl, so it could go either way. I'm really excited to find out though. I think, like I mentioned, it will just like add a bit more, like it'll just make it more personalized when I go shopping and thinking about names and stuff like that. It'll just make it a lot more real and a lot more easy. So that's this afternoon at 3:30. So I'm going to quickly eat my little cheer bowl now, jump back in the car, head over to Reformer, then I'll meet Bailey over at the radiologist at 3:30. So it is 11:20 now. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this isn't as set as I would like. It's a bit runny, but it'll do. I'm absolutely loving chia seeds at the moment. They're a great source of omega-3s, which is really important to have any time of your life, especially because I'm pregnant. This brand, the Bega Simply Nuts brand of peanut butter, is like the runniest brand of peanut butter, and I really love runny peanut butter, so you can just like drizzle it over. I love peanut butter. That's it. I'll mix it all together and like press it down. Sometimes the like frozen strawberries will freeze the mixture, which is what I like. But yeah, so I'm gonna quickly eat this, jump back in the car, head to Pilates, and I will see you later. So, I'm just leaving the ultrasound, and Bailey and I are going to go and pick up a balloon, and we're going to drive out to Mum's house and have a little reveal with my mum and dad. So when we were in doing the ultrasound, Baby was moving around heaps, and it's so cute. Like you don't realize how much they move around in there until you're in an ultrasound and they just don't stop moving. So we got all the photos that we needed, and spoiler if you don't know yet, but we found out that we are having a girl, and I don't know how I feel because I kind of convinced myself that we were having a boy, because at the start I really wanted a girl and I thought I don't want to be disappointed, so it's probably a boy. And then over the last 20 weeks I have convinced myself that we were having a boy, and I just kind of associated when I would talk about the baby, I would say he, or I don't know, it just felt like it was a boy, and we're having a girl. I feel very excited. I said to Bailey when we left, once we found out that we were having a little girl, I feel like lots of really horrible things flashed into my head in terms of all horrible things. I mean, things can happen to like boys as well, but as soon as I found out that we were having a girl, I just had like this like a mum feeling came over me, and I just felt so protective of our little girl, and I just had like, I feel like I had a flashby of our little girl's life, just like flash before my eyes, and a part of me is very ominous and a bit scared, because like I've said previously, one of my biggest fears is projecting any negative, you know, to my baby. But I don't know, it just kind of hit me. I'm capable of being able to teach my baby girl how to really look after and honour herself, and that's something that I always wish that I had known, and so now that I can instill that on my daughter, I feel like I have tears like in my, like I feel like I'm about to cry, but yeah, I don't know, I just feel super overwhelmed that we're having a little girl. a little Bailey and Emily girl. A little me, poor Bailey. He's gonna have 3 girls now, all ganging up against him with Nala and me and baby girl. Oh. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Fuck. I'm really happy. I would have been really happy if it was a boy. But I can't believe I'm having a baby girl. Oh wow. Wow. I'm pretty happy. So yeah, the plan is to go to this party shop, see if we can get, ideally I'd like a black balloon that could be filled with something pink that we can pop and pink goes everywhere. That's my ideal. So we'll see what there is, otherwise I'm just gonna rock up to my mum's house and be like, it's a girl! Oh, I just want to tell everyone. Like, I feel like I felt when we found out that we were pregnant, and I just didn't want to keep it in. I just wanted to tell everyone. I'm terrified. I feel terrified of having a girl. Like, I just want to protect her. I was a little bit relieved when I thought that I was having a boy, because I thought, like, a bit rugged, a bit tough, you know, eat some dirt. No, being a girl can be pretty tough. Being a girl can be fucking mad. Yeah, we'll have to see. I wonder what kind of girl she'll turn out to be. Just pulling up now. I hope Bailey's okay. I hope he's not disappointed or anything. I know he really wanted a boy. Excited?
Yeah, I'm pink. Sour strap.
Alright.
The balloon doesn't fit through the door.
Come on. He's got orange feet from the weir.
Did you have fun?
No. See, we tried to get somewhere where there was no dogs. It was nice.
Yeah.
And a car pulled up with a big dog.
Yeah, of course. I need to set this up somewhere.
And we've got to get Melissa. I'll text her and say, are you ready? Say where you are, because the sun's right now.
That's going to scare the shit out of Bailey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bailey, come here.
And Emily hates balloons.
But that record.
Oh, hold on. I've got to turn it around. Can you see?
Oh, no, you're popping it?
Yeah. Mum and Dad are going to pop it.
Okay.
Look at that. Why do you look like that?
No, I don't want to pop it.
Alright.
Oh, shit.
Are you ready? Yeah.
You guys gonna hold it?
It's a bit harder.
No, you don't have to. Sharp enough?
Back.
Here's the reveal of the Kimlin baby.
Oh, God. Oh!
It's
Oh,
a
let's go!
Why?
The girl, congratulations. Little baby.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hold on, Dad.
Yeah.
What colour was it?
Pink!
Yeah, look, I wore pink. Accidentally.
Oh, it's hot in the sun.
Oh, that's good. Yay.
That balloon scared the crap out of me though. How?